Okay, hi and welcome back. We're going to continue the space shooter game tutorial. So as you can see on my screen right now, I've got my ship that can move, it can fire, and I've got the space background moving, and I've got a randomly spawning asteroid. I've slowed down my asteroid so you can see a glitch. So what happens now is you'll notice that I've got multiple asteroids on the screen at the same time. So when the asteroid hits, you'll notice that it destroys all the asteroids on the screen. And I don't want that, of course. It doesn't really make any sense. It should just destroy the asteroid that comes in contact with the ship. So I'm going to take care of that right now. Okay, so I'm going to flip back to Stencil. And I'm going to go to my asteroid actor and the events button. And you'll see that I've got my collision here. So it says that when the asteroid hits the ship, that it kills itself, and that's the asteroid. And I thought that was going to work, but it destroys all the asteroids. So instead, I'm going to go to Add Event. I'm going to do Collisions, and instead of doing this one here called Type and Type, I'm going to do this one here called Member of Group. Okay, and so I'm going to say when actor self, so when asteroid hits a member of the group, and the group that I want it to hit is the players, because my ship belongs to the players. So I'll say OK. OK, and then I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to hit minus, and say yes, and delete that. OK, so now I just need to get the kill block, so I'll come over here and type in kill, hit return, and drag it up there. OK. Okay, so that should be good to go. Okay, so now you can see I've got multiple asteroids on the screen, and it's only taking out the one that comes in contact with my ship. Okay, and I can speed up those asteroids as well. Speaking of that, I'm going to add in a neat little trick. Very simple. I'm going to go to my Level 1 tab here, and I'm going to go to Events, and this is the event that is actually spawning the asteroids. And you can speed it up or anything like that. So what I want to do is I have this random block here, which randomly spawns the asteroids on the x-axis. So what I want to do is I want them to actually come down at random speeds. I think that would be visually more interesting and also make it more challenging for the player. So I already have this green random block right here. So I can come here, right where it says 10. I'm going to get rid of the 10. That's the speed of the asteroid. And I'm going to click on this little down arrow here and go here to Math, and I'm just going to put in a random block here. And I'm going to have it go from a random speed of 10 to 30. We'll try that. And I'll save. And so what that will do now is it will now randomize this y speed of the asteroid, and that should be more interesting. All right, good. Okay, so now the asteroid gets destroyed, but now I want the ship to get destroyed when the asteroid hits it. So I'm going to go to my player ship, and I'm going to go to Events, Add Event, Collision, and I'm going to try this Member of Group here. Okay, so when the ship itself hits an actor of the group called Hazards, and Hazards is what I've assigned to my asteroid, say OK, the ship is going to get killed. So I'll find that kill block again and put it in there. Okay, so that's good. But now I want to create an explosion when the ship gets destroyed. So I'm going to go to my dashboard and create an actor and call this explosion. And I'm going to call this explosion player, and the reason why is that I might later on create another explosion that is special for the enemy or for the asteroid or anything else. So I like to be as descriptive as possible when naming my actors. So I'll hit create. Okay, so the graphic for the explosion I have posted to Schoology, and if you haven't downloaded it yet, you're going to go to the project folder, Game Assets, Sprites, and here it is right here, fireballexplosion.png. Simply right mouse click, save image as, and save it to your space shooter folder. Okay. I'm going to click to add a frame. I'm going to make sure that your scale is set to 1x. Choose image and go navigate to your folder. So I'm going to choose Fireball Explosion. Okay, so I have an animation here, so we need to slice it up. So over here for columns and rows, and if you make a mistake and accidentally do that, and everything is there in one frame, just click on Remove Frame, do it again. Okay. So I happen to know that columns is going to be 9, and you can see the black line slicing it up. And rows is going to be set to 8. And let's just scroll down, you can see it 8, because there is one frame down here at the very bottom. I'm going to say Add. Okay, so if you look up here in the top left, you'll see it actually animating, and it's going really slow because the default duration is 100 milliseconds for every single frame. I clearly need it to be faster. So the way I'm going to speed it up is if you double click on a single frame, you can actually change the duration. But I don't want to do that for every single one because that'll take forever. So you click on the first frame, then hold down the Shift key and click on the last frame while you're holding down Shift, and that allows you to select every single frame at once. Now come down here to the bottom and click on this little pencil icon that says Edit Frame, and now you can edit all of the frames. And so I'm going to make mine be 40 milliseconds, and we're just going to try that. And then I watch it over here and see how fast it goes, and if I like it, great. If not, go ahead and feel free to change it. Okay, so while I'm here on the Actors tab, I'm going to go through and I'm going to look, I'm going to go to the collision. Now since it's an explosion, it doesn't need a collision box, so I'm just going to press delete and get rid of that. I'm going to go to physics and say no on rotate and no on gravity. And for properties, I'm going to assign it to a group. I'm going to actually assign it to the doodads group. Doodads is for more decorative assets and things in your game. Okay, so now I can go ahead and close that tab. Okay, so now back on the player ship tab, I want to create the actor called Explosion when the ship gets hit by the asteroid. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to search for the block called Create, and I want this red one here. And I'm going to put it above the kill block, and that way the explosion gets created and then the ship goes away. So I'm going to create the explosion actor, and I'm going to say, I'll go down here to actor, and I'm going to say X of actor, and there we go. And I'm going to change it to X of self and Y of self. There we go. So that's quite important. It's a small thing, but there it is. Now you can take a step further and you can go ahead and you can get an explosion sound effect. I recommend the website opengameart.org, and you can go ahead and bring it in here and you can put a block that says play explosion sound effect right here, and that way you get the visual and you get the sound at the same time, and then it kills itself and you're good to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and test run this. Okay, so here is the game, and I can shoot. And there you go. You see the ship gets destroyed. I get the explosion. The asteroids are playing or is coming down at a different speed. The problem though is that you see that my asteroid is staying on screen. And that is because by default, I forgot to do this, if I go back to my explosion, the animation is set to loop. So you need to uncheck that loop. And that's just something that's set by default, and I just forgot to do it because of course I'm recording myself. Okay, so that's pretty much it. In the next video, I'm going to show you how we can shoot the asteroid, and not only destroy it, we're going to actually set up a little health system for the asteroid so we don't shoot and destroy the asteroid in one hit. We have to hit it twice so that it has actually a health system. And that's going to introduce some more advanced things so that you can make more complex games. So I will see you in the next part.